My name is Samuel Ellis, as a prophet Samuel Ellis. You know, for real, the name means a lot. Yeah. However, I'm known passionately by my friends as Billy. And the reason for Billy, that when my mom sent my father to register me, when he came back, he could not remember the name she gave. So when he came back, she said, "No, I don't want Samuel Ellis, I will call him Billy." So that ends Sam Billy and Billy, yes. Okay. You know. Now, I joined Brixton Sports and Social Club, which it was then 1982. After stop playing cricket for a long time, I wanted some kind of sport. So I came here and I met the most wonderful people back then. However, during a period of between 98 and 2006, when a lot of the elders start to go back to Jamaica or the Caribbean where they came from, that wonderful set of people seems to have disappeared. And so we had a lot of antisocial behavior going on in and around. The council blame us for what goes on outside and for what goes on inside. So they tried to take away our license. I've been one of the persons with Mr. Lydleon who stand up and fight them. During that period, we had a lot of segregation around here. I'm telling you the way it is, you know. So my thing was to try and get a lot of people involved, which I've succeeded, even though it took me a long time. Because you can see the new management group, they're all people with passion and intelligence and capability and want to do the thing for free. Because one of the problem with community work, too much people want to do good things but require payment.
Yes.
And if you have an organization like this, which is, I would say, a predominant black cultured, even though in recent years we accommodate for all cultures. It's black, white, Indians, or everything. If you come here like on a Friday, you'll be surprised to see the different culture who come and socialize at our bar. So there's got to be something right here. During this, during my tenure, which has been a long time.
1 second, 1 second. Keep it there a second. Rose? Did you hear it? Take it back because we can pick you up.
Sorry?
We can pick you up, so we're talking. So,
His voice is clear. Did you just call me?
yes.
He's just telling you that we can hear you on the microphone.
Oh.
Okay, so to continue with this.
Yes, so my long vigil, I call it a long vigil because I had, in the beginning, after a lot of people repatriate, what you want to call it, and a lot of the other ones, they die out around us, you know, because I myself is 69 years of age at this time, and I came here when I was 31 years old.
How old are you?
69, in next birthday, yeah. Right.
I hope I look like you're 69.
No, you will. Just don't stress, you know, just do the best you can. And yes, so part of my journey here, I've been to House of Commons to speak to the MP, what's her name? Tessa Joel? Tessa Joel, yeah. Wonderful lady. And she gave me a 4-page letter. She wrote a 4-page letter, and I'm going to say on my behalf, as to what we need to do, and we need to apply for a 99-year lease. But all those things we could not achieve because the council would not help us to fix up this place so that the toilets are usable, so that the staircase are safe. So I'm thinking that the council, our people within the council, they use the police to suppress us. Because when crimes take place around there, I'm trying to give you a general picture in a short time. When the crime takes place around there, remember the government cut back on spending money on policing. They blame us for, you know, for the crimes that goes on around here. But they don't look on the fact that we have accumulate people like the soup kitchen who does the most wonderful work here. We give away food, we give away clothing, we give advice to people who is in stress for whatsoever reason that they can't get those help from the council. Yeah? And so we are here at this point here now, we're logging heads with, we're locking horns with the council for fixing up this place. This wonderful place that a lot of people use. The council does not understand the amount of people who use here and the goodness that people get from using this place here.
I think that can change. I really do.
Well, it have to change. It have to change because the thing is, what to me, I'm telling, I've said it to the people from the council. I'll give you an instance quickly. Should I call the names? Can I call the names?
Yeah, you can call
Well,
the
look.
names.
We had a guy called John Courage, whose assistant was Donna Wiggins, or probably still Donna Wiggins. If you Google it, you'll find them.
Yeah.
I think they're what did they say? Heritage. I think,
Heritage, yeah. And
I think,
culture.
yeah, I think that's their.
That's their brief, right?
They're responsible for all Lambeth buildings. So let's put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 to 4 years ago, when the soup kitchen first came and joined me to uplift this place, we had meetings with those people who determined they put someone in as a project manager to work with us, right? To understand what we want and where we want to see this building. We reached a point where the gentleman in question is said to us, well, we're at this point now where you need to get 3 quotations for scaffolding for the work to be carried out because the roof is atrocious. When it rains, it leaks, it wet up people here, right? And a few months later down the line, the gentleman disappeared from the scene. Donna Wiggins took over the role of working with us. And when I said to her, you can quote me Samuel ELLIS, I said to her, so why are you taking us backwards when the gentleman took us forward to say, well, then you need to go and get 3 quotations for the work to start. Her wording, and you can quote me again, that I don't care, is that's why he no longer works for, the gentleman no longer works for Lambeth. So you can read into that what you want. I'll never forget those words. And if she was here with me now, in fact, I've got witnesses, right? Because Mr. Mohammed, you know, you heard the name?
Yes, I know.
Right, he's a wonderful man, and I'm pleased that he's one of the local councillors because he worked with me. He said to me, Mr. Ellis, I'm not going to leave you here alone to fight for this place. He worked with me, and if Mr. Mohammed is here now, he would go in his iPad and say, Mr. Ellis, that's what was said, that's what was done. You understand? So we've got all these evidences that the local authorities trying to suppress us, because I'm telling you, in my humble opinion, I think someone is in the council who wants this plot of land here.
Yeah. That's
Right?
part of the gentrification that's going on, isn't
Okay.
it? That's the words they use.
Okay, yes, yes. So, you know, I make no bones about it when I'm saying that is my understanding, and that is also my belief. That is what I've seen. I've been here from I'm 69. I've been here since I was 31 years of age in this organization. And we've been up there, we've been down there. A person got killed in Brixton. They blame us for it when they took us for review of our license. They blame us for things like that. But even a young man got stabbed around there and run in this building. And a gentleman who is sitting out here now went and hugged him up. We saved his life. But the police still blame us for incidents like that. How could you? We're saving a life. Whether it's a black person or a white person running in your company, in your midst, you know, after being stabbed. Can you imagine what that person going through? We had to look after him.
It's human to do that, right?
Very much so, you understand? And this is what a lot of the politicians does not understand. They're not human.
A lot of people
They're job crazy. Do you understand me?
political. But I'm going to end this because I would like to. When did you say you came to this building? 81?
82 when we got.
Rose?
We got the building in 82, but we're officially hoping in 85. The plaque is out there, so you can see
So
for
I'm going to
yourself.
ask you 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
I want you to give me a fun memory from the 80s that you'd love to keep,
Yeah.
and a horrible memory that you'd like to give away.
Okay. The fun memory is this. I spoke to a gentleman who's in our midst recently, and he had problems with his rent and all associated bills with his own flat. And when the Lambeth took him to court,
No, not recently. Back then, 80s, from the 80s.
well, I was giving you the present one first,
Okay, that's even better then.
right? Yeah. When Lambeth took him to court, he was only able to, after paying back the monies that he owed Lambeth, he had no money for food. So he uses our soup kitchen twice a day for food for the last 18 months. Right? So that gave me that good feeling that all the work I'm putting in is not in vain. So that's the good one. The bad one is, I'm not going to go back way back. I'm going to go back 3 years ago. And this is terrible. A gentleman who used to terrorize Lambeth from the end of Coldharbour Road down there, where is that Dulwich?
Yes,
To the top of Coldharbour Lane, is that Brixton Road?
yes.
This gentleman has been known to terrorize and saying he's a gunman, even brag that he got away off gun charges. Now he came here and tried to terrorize us, and I stood firm facing him, right? I even decided I will harm myself, but you're not going to terrorize people. One of the gentlemen who's sitting out here now, he actually held him up, and that led me to think that I must take an action now. So I went to the Commander Woods, that's the name, yes?
Yeah.
And I said to Commander Woods, I've got witnesses. Commander Woods, I've got his soldiers, and I've got Mr. Mohammed and Mr. Lyde Leon. The 3 of us were there, and I said to Commander, there's a gentleman in here, in our midst, in Lambeth. I need you to take him off the street for a while, or else he's going to murder someone, or someone is going to murder him. And he frequently visit our domino club, and if it happens here, I know you're going to close our club. And he did not do anything. They arrested him and said they did not find enough evidence to justify what I'm saying. So they let him go, and in 3 months after they let him go, he murdered someone beside Argos there there 3 years ago, 2017. It's not even 3 years ago. So if they had listened to us, and then a few weeks later, someone was on the Radio London, BBC Radio London, saying black people does not come forward to report crime. But look, there's a black man who put his life at risk to tell you and point out a criminal who's terrorizing the neighborhood, not only our club, getting the youngsters to sell drugs for him, and I'm telling you, and you let him murder someone's child. That's terrible. So that's my bad one, and I gave you my good one.
And the last one, what does it mean to belong in Coldharbour Lane?
Sorry, could you
What does
say
it mean to belong, be part of Coldharbour Lane?
what it meant?
Yeah.
What it means?
To you, to be belonging. What is it
All
like
right.
to belong in
Okay,
Coldharbour?
okay, I'm going to tell you. And listen good.
I'm listening.
When President Obama came to Britain, myself and Mr. Leon, we stood outside and we said to ourselves, but look at that. Our club been going for nearly 40 years. And a black American came here, and we cannot introduce him to Brixton Sports and Social Club and say, look, well, this is a black organization. We were ashamed to know that we could not do that. Yeah? That's what we think about Coldharbour Lane. This building here should be in, like the dome that they burnt down there in France. This should be in that kind of sphere.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.